Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to a weekly race. And in with me in the booth today is Sneaky the Lost. Say hello to the lovely people today.
Hello, everybody. You always gotta love these weekly races to see the people just racing. Maybe not in the tournament, maybe are in the tournament, just want some extra practice and just chilling out and enjoying the ROM.
Indeed, and we have our gracious host at SpeedGaming 2, Hope running the restream. And we have Kaiman Renokai, who's going to be running comms. Up, we don't have much time to talk about our races. We'll do that during their morning grind. King's instructions, and let's see what we are going to be getting today. It's a standard seed, so don't expect too much. We have a fairy flute. Ooh, interesting. Muns, and of course the obligatory key. We can get to see what's going on. Oh, hurt more at the start too. With 8 MP, well, they get 1 fire, so it's what it is.
Yeah, we do have the opportunity for 1 hurt more. That is going to be huge, and getting those early levels.
Oh wow, we just got started, and SpeedGaming 5 has gave us a roach party of 74 while we saw Garanham right outside of Tangier Castle. Welcome to the party, and welcome to the weekly.
Yep, we've just started, so buckle up.
Yeah, I heard more already, and a fairy flute, so don't expect much right this second.
Only doing 1 damage to that regular slime, though, which indicates perhaps a lower than average starting strength to make up for that hurt more.
That is true. Oh, and by the way, today's racers are as follows. NES Cardinality, DK9146, Chromataclysm, which is going to be here on the stream. We don't have a fourth person. We also have Angel FM, BLK, and Beta Strap? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, and Beta Strap. Yep. So 6 people doing the feed today.
Now, if they could pick up some armor, that would be good. Looks like everybody has picked up clothes. Nothing better there. There was no chainmail on offer, otherwise they would have probably picked it up. Courage and Wood has served thee well. Promoted to the next level. Power by 8. Speed 2. Hit points 5. No magic. No new spells.
And quite an expensive swamp to the south. DK is going to get the business. Metal Slime says, screw that noise. You are dead. Here's your citation. Have fun.
Meanwhile, Nescard is heading north, finds a different town up here, also finds a gold man, unfortunately. Does get away from it, gets into the town. Oh, okay, that is Garanham. He went south of Garanham. Gotcha. Chroma now picking up his 2nd level. DK hitting level 3, respawn speed by 5, and that's it. No strength, no hit points, no magic. As MTI would say, I love it! Question in chat, is there a way to see their stats? Unfortunately, not on the SpeedGaming randomizer. The SpeedGaming display doesn't have the stats like the one on Randomania does, but it's a little bit more user-friendly in certain ways on the back end, so.
Yeah, it's a little bit more involved. So, looks like Garanham is to the south, and we got a deputy that's about to send him home. Oh, wow. So, level 4, 3, 3, and currently deputies are out and about giving people citations like it's going out of style. I do apologize for the slight delay. I had some spammer try to say, get 1 month of Nitro free.
Yeah, always gotta be sus.
Oh yeah, I can give him the block, and I'm about to report him later, but other than that though, back to race. And what is up with these ambushes? Like, do they have very low agility?
Probably. Nescard does pick up level 4 here with a hurt more to a Warlock. Unfortunately ran into a blue dragon, which sent him back home. It does look like Chroma is going to hit level 4 here. with power 2, response speed 2, and hit points 5. Still no magic, still no new spells. And there's DK's level.
And a gold man says you're gonna catch these golden hands and get sent back to the house. And an Axe Knight. Axe Knight ambushes.
Now, if that wasn't an ambush, that would have been ideal. One-shot kill with a hurt more on an Axe Knight is a quick 130 experience point pickup, which would be really huge at this stage of the game.
There's a town in the swamp to the north, and that is Kingdom 6 in the swamp. We'll leave the torchlight for you.
Yep, the cheapest inn in all Alfgard. 6 gold in. We'll leave a torch run for you.
Amen.
Now, there is also a silver shield here, so if there's a gold grind in the castle, the silver shield is not too far away. Something to take note of for later. DK also getting ambushed by an Axe Knight, not getting a chance. Drakeemas have DL2 breath.
Wow, the Dragon Lord said, I have blessed thee with fire. You will be burning your opponents. Send them back home with money taken.
Beware the murder bats.
Tell ya. Speaking,
and there was much rejoicing. Yay.
Yeah, 614.
Did finally get 2 new spells at level 5, Radiant, and I didn't catch the other one. I think that was Repel.
Yeah, I believe it was Radiant and Repel, but there was a stat that did not get any love, and it looks like NES Cards is going to be heading over to Kingdom 6 in the swamp. Right now, did someone put in the big swamp seed? Because, Lord have mercy, that looks ugly.
Oh, that's not the big swamp seed, but it is a large swamp that is being rather annoying.
Trails has put it out that, yeah, metal slimes would hurt more. So, looks like the metals are fighting back.
Are they? I think they are using the scaled metal slimes flag on this run, wherein instead of just getting a flat 255 at any level, if you're under level 8, you're only getting 32 times your current level in experience from a metal slime, simply because 255 is a lot of experience when you're at level 4, level 5, and it can lead to an insurmountable advantage.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that during the winter tournament. Winter tournament was an absolute train wreck for metal slimes. Some of them were rather brave, and we were seeing upwards to 2,000 point deficits from level 6 on higher, and we can't have that. We gotta have fair somewhere.
Question in chat, metal slimes don't run either too, right? Well, actually, that's the other flag that we've got in here. Whoa! Courage and Wit has served thee well. 6 response speed, 1 hit point, 4 magic points, more magic. Okay, that was a level 5 there. Chroma did hit level 6, I didn't catch her stats. But no, we also have a flag called Scaredy Slimes enabled, wherein metal slimes do run. DK getting the bad news about the metal slimes.
I'll give you your level 6. Level 6 was 3 power, 10 response speed, 2 HP. No magic. But they were at least able to not get ambushed by some simple stuff now. Our tracker was trying to reaffirm, is scaled now the standard? Yeah, scaled is now the standard, but scaredy can still be a thing.
Actually, I think the default is both scaled and scared slimes.
Oh, so the default is both scared and scaled. SNS.
I believe that to be true. I could be mistaken.
We'll have to ask tournament organizers sometime tomorrow. And another town. So not much to be said here, except this is looking pretty sketchy. And it's a gold man.
We have confirmation on that question from one of the organizers in chat. Scared Metal Slimes is no longer on the standard flag sets, but they're only guaranteed to stick around if your strength is below 20.
That is true, and welcome to the shopping mall, the proverbial shopping mall we call Cantlin. There's the idiot down below that decided to put broken glass on for our heroes, but other than that, not much else to be said. And, oh, Desert Grind. That looks interesting. And first look at Star Wyverns. Now these Drakemas are a decent way of fighting, I believe. Is
Other than their DL2 breath, yeah.
Oh, he's got a resource.
Yeah, you've still only got one hurt more on tap. Well, nope, you actually have 2 now by level 6. You actually have 2 hurt mores on tap now.
Yeah, the problem is that if you get ambushed and DK has seen a metal slime, he's getting sent back home with his fiery butt on fire. Oh, Drakey did not want to do that. Nothing to the north. Let's go to a bridge, and nothing on there. So it looks like we're going to venture southbound.
Now I'm reminded of the Mario 64 burned pants and emote. Yeah.
Chromaticalism has met the officer of the day. If you didn't put your guesses on that badge number, today's badge number is 420. Blaze it. Oh yeah, by the way, that was definitely a good Mario. I couldn't do it better myself. And DK's getting Soul 6.
3, 10, 2, 0.
And Nest Cards is taking the time out to eviscerate these werewolves out in the middle of nowhere.
Well, at 95 experience points a pop, that's definitely a good bet, and he just got level 7, 10 speed, 1 hit point, 2 magic, and a new spell.
He's not going to check that new spell until he has to use it, but 1, 10, 1, 2 was the magic numbers. And he's going to punch a Druid Lord in the face to not prove anything better. I suggest he gets.
Yeah, right now what he's probably looking for is 800 for a large shield. You know, if he could scrounge up 1,000 for some half plate, these would be some really valued picks. Even chainmail right now wouldn't be a bad move.
540 for a hand X.
Right now, they're more interested in finding something that's a good hurt more target and just start pulling a Danny DeVito. So anyway, I started blasting.
And there's a Star Wyvern. Blast on that.
Speaking of good blasting targets.
There goes his in money. And ooh, there's a medal, and there goes a medal. Scorpion about to get the business. Right now, though, yeah, I don't blame.
DK does pick up chainmail. Good value pick for some armor, for some defense. That way, when these guys start getting ambushed, it's not necessarily a one-shot return to sender.
And Nest Cards, on the flip side of that coin, decided he needs some more offense, so he decided to get himself a hand axe. It's a good way to go about it.
Hey, I mean, it's not a bad option either because you only have 2 hurt mores in the tank right now, and there are still enemies that a hand axe would help you handle just fine that are still valuable at this point.
We all know you can go get an enemy with a hand axe, and there's a gold man. I might have taken a chance with that. Oh, and there's the deputy. Not quite sent home, but oof. You know what? I take that back. He is now being sent home.
DK now making his way to the Great Mall of Cantlin and dabbing right the heck out.
And Chromaticalism also made it to the Great Mall of Cantlin, and Drakima says, Yoga Fire, return to the house. So right now, there's not a whole lot going on here. There's a dead end to the north, but there's 2 towns, but none, well, outside of Cantlin, so there might be coordinates. Nothing else of really great consequence.
Yeah, they seem to have explored northward fairly thoroughly. Now they're heading south. At least DK is heading south. Looks like Nescard is heading that direction as well. Chroma right now is just getting some of these, the lower mid-tier stuff, like the skeletons that he's picking up right now.
And Wizard says, nope. Abracadabra, hocus pocus. You are now dead because you have lost focus. And back to the house he goes.
Coming in chat, a whole lot of death going on. Yeah, well, welcome to the Dragon Warrior Randomizer.
Plenty of death to go around, and guaranteed that you will not be disappointed. You'll see many games where people are running into the teens, double-digit deaths by 20 minutes. Also, English, hard language to learn. All points considering, from an analytical point of view, I think a Warlock might be the play that might be worth the smack around. Also, level 8. We have 8 power, 11 speed, 1 HP, and 4 MP. Now that's
Finally,
a little bit.
Finally, we get a little bit of strength in here.
A little bit of swole power, as one would say, and a little bit more feet. So it's nice to have, but there's not much else going on here, and we are approaching 20 minutes.
Yep. Oh, as the memes in the community would say, agility's just a number.
And strength is paramount. And the Axe Knight once again sending another person back home, this time Chromaticalism.
Yeah, Chromaticalism just has a bamboo pole, the almighty bamboo pole, but is still only doing chip damage to the Axe Knight.
Unless he has the art of martial arts, that bamboo pole is not going to do much for him.
Well, he had just burned his last Hurtmore hoping to one-shot it, and it did not quite work, just like what happened in Escard just now.
Wow, Axe Knights are mighty bit sturdy this time around.
Yeah, Nescard might be able to take it down with the extra strength from level 8 and that hand axe, but the Axe Knight's doing enough damage that we will never know the answer to that question.
And park rangers have finally decided to come on patrol. Deputies decided to go get their donuts. So, yeah, that happened. So currently right now, Nescard is going to level, he's going to be trying to shoot for 9, Chromaticalism going to 8, Chromaticalism and DK both going towards 8. And
takes down an Axe Knight, that's 130 experience points up, so that's 800 experience points Nescard is at. He does have the experience point lead right now, but by this point, it's not going to be definitive at this point.
But if he keeps taking Warlocks like it's going out of style, that might turn definitive shortly.
Well, I mean, you know, they're worth 28 experience points. It's not bad, but I would much rather be nuking something a little bit bigger, like a werewolf or an axe knight or a magic wyvern, something worth a little bit more. Maybe even a wraith knight at like 90 something experience points.
Hey, maybe a metal scorpion. There's 31 more. And Metal Slime is about to send him home. Oh, I stand corrected. Never mind. Whoa.
Stop, spell, and hurt more. Oh my.
Free experience, you won't be seeing it. Metal Slimes tell you you're not casting any spells, and we're gonna burn you with everything. And to El Harm 9, woof indeed. Oh, we found Rufus, by the way.
Nice. Yep, but I guess some slimes just want to watch the world burn.
He only walks away with a torch, but hey, one extra torch is all you may need.
Now that was a good use of a torch right there for DK. Threw a hurt more, didn't quite kill it, threw the torch to finish it off. 8 power, 11 speed, 1 hit point, 4 magic. That would have been his level 8.
Yep, we already saw level 8, and Courage be with you. Next level, 9, 4, 8, 3, and that's level 9. Level 9 not giving much out, but a little extra power is good. Ooh, a Wyvern sighting. And then a Knight sighting.
Yeah, wyverns and knights are both good targets for Hurtmore if you had any left in the tank. Unfortunately, DK doesn't. Wraith's another good target for Hurtmores if you had any left.
Not so much Magic Drakes. Oh. We need to find a key somewhere. This could be a problem because we need to find Rimeldar because that's the dead end to the Deep South.
Yeah, Chroma right now has found a good overworld grind spot, bunch of axe knights, bunch of good Hurtmore targets, and is just, if I'm stuck here, when in doubt, grind it out.
Tell you. Trail said 3 AK-47s killed? Nah, we have not seen AK-47 sightings yet.
Chroma now also picks up that hand axe, a good value pick at this stage in the game to be able to finish off enemies that are already heavily damaged from a Hurtmore, but didn't quite get finished off like those axe knights sometimes.
That is true. So, right now, Chromaticalism making some of that deficit up, but nobody's got keys yet. And we got Garanham and
Yeah, there's a couple of places we could use those keys if we could find one. The problem is trying to find one.
that is true. And right now, we need to figure out where is Rimeldar or another cave.
Yeah, it's possible to find them in chests in caves, at least in the randomizer, and of course Rimuldar is the place to buy keys, assuming you have any cash when you get there.
With this kind of money, they should be able to at least get themselves a full stack of keys. The question is, they may have to go to that swamp to go find keys, though. Strange play from Chromaticalism. He goes and gets himself some more muns by beating down a gold man.
Well, there's still some good value picks available to him. There is the Great Mall of Cantlin that's sure to have something on offer that'll be useful for him. Something like maybe a large shield, half plate, something along those lines, and not too terribly out of reach.
That is true. And this card is just sitting around for the grind, and DK is sent home again by an Axe Knight.
Yeah, both Nescard and Chroma have gone, okay, this desert here by the swamp has some really good enemies. These Axe Knights are being pretty consistent here. I am going to take them on all day and twice on Sundays.
Speaking of which, it is indeed Sunday, so they're definitely doing that twice on Sunday bit.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
Now, normally I don't like doing this, but I think we can get away with this. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday! But that's like a very bad salesman pitch. I'll see myself stage left.
Yeah, right now what the runners are really looking for is some kind of a heal spell to be able to get themselves through that swamp, or just enough hit points that they no longer care.
Yeah, a heal spell will help them go through that swamp, but there's nothing to the north, there's nothing to the direct south, so they're gonna have to go east within that swamp.
5, 16, 2, and 2 for level 10. Got some good agility gains, but oof.
Thank you, Logan. And right now, at this point, I would take the gamble. If I was a betting man, I would take that gamble because something tells me armor's somewhere nearby. And if it's in coal, I want to have it.
You'd pick up a stack of herbs, say, pick up from Garenham or something, and just try and force your way through?
Oh yeah, I would power my way through all day, every day.
That's an interesting choice. I can see the value in that, especially if you can pick up, like, say, the armor, or the big stick, or keys to be able to unlock the back of Tannagil Castle, unlock the back of Garenham. Something like that could really pop open a seed. Right now, they're kind of content to pop these axemen because they're worth so much experience points right now.
Yeah, the armor's made of axes. They're still doing the business, and here's yet another.
And another Hurled Torch takes down another Axe Knight for DK, picking up his level 10.
5, 16, 2, and 2 indeed. The problem I'm seeing right now with what our runners are experiencing is that they are not able to do a whole lot right now. Looks like DK went back up to Breckenary. And so far, next card is getting herbs, and I think there might be something else going on.
Well, with 1,600 gold, he does have broadsword money, he's got half-plate money, and he's got large shield money. There is the broadsword. He's gonna take that, and I don't blame him.
That is definitely a play. That's going to increase his attack power substantially.
DK, meanwhile, heading into the Great Mall of Cantlin, is going to go ahead and talk to this first vendor. Doesn't find what he's looking for, goes to the next vendor. And Chroma, meanwhile, just grinding out on these Axe Knights. At the bottom shop, we do find there is full plate and there is broadsword on offer there, but no half plate, no large shield that DK was looking for.
Robin being called, and up, it opens up to the east. So definitely the play right there. But more swamp. Into a dead end. Uh-oh. This is starting to become a very major issue here. Somewhere has this key, and that's going to open the seed wide open.
Yeah, right now this is a very key constrained seed. If they could just find where this key is, it would be good. I mean, it can't be soft locked, or at least I don't think it can. The randomizer will make sure you've got access to a key before you are required to get through doors.
Looks like this section of the swamp has... It looks like somebody did check this out, unless nobody went deep south. And looks like we
looks
might
like it's
be getting
opening up, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like some new value here.
So, Nescard wandering further out into the world now, doing some exploration, realizing that while this Axe Knight grind is really cool and all, you know, that's not how you're going to ultimately win the game.
That is true. And Nescard is one of the, what we like to call, the Big Eight. He's been known to win races with his exploration in particular. And the deputy, he gets away. And what is up with this?
Ooh, we find a cave.
Swamp, it is huge.
Oh no, that second hit not quite strong enough to take down the Axe Knight is taken down before he can determine what that cave is. And he probably had he was probably a one hit point wonder.
Level 11 by Chromaticalism as well while that went down. 22 power, 1, 6, 1 and a spell. That was... I want to say Gilmore? But 22 power at level 11, Chromaticalism is definitely in the driver's seat now.
Yeah, that 22 power is pretty huge, especially since he's got that hand axe to be able to do that finishing blow more consistently on those Axe Knights.
I'm going to say, though, that once Nescards gets to 11, he's going to be back in a very good position.
Well, he's trying to get back to this cave he saw, and I don't blame him, because depending on what's in this cave, this could blow the seed wide open for him.
I believe that might have been Rufus, so don't quote me, but that might be Rufus. That is indeed Rufus.
So, okay, not exactly the opening up that we were hoping to see, but hey, it's knowledge, and it's a cave that's checked off the tick box.
He's going to venture further south. We already know that further south is not going to open up. A knight, though. That'd be an interesting beatdown. Yeah, south-southeast going to lead to a dead end, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. But he still wants to check it off his mark, off of the map that he's making for himself.
That is true. So he sees it, and he's getting rid of it. And now DK's at level 11, and he's now, with his newfound strength, is punching Axe Knights in the face to finish him off. One would think, though, that that desert off to the left of that mountain path, that those hills, might be where we have our next set of progress. He's gonna go
Yeah,
through.
that was a green dragon kill by Chroma. Good job on that.
Yeah, Chroma with the green
Ooh.
dragon kill.
New cave for Chroma.
That's grave.
That is grave. There are 3 chests available to him up here.
What? One of them's got to be our obligatory key. One of them's got to be a key.
Not necessarily. We haven't finished the exploration completely, but there is a non-zero chance that one of these 3 could be a key. We do have a Charlock sighting on Nescard's side.
Club C's been found. We have a torch. We have a fighter's ring. And that last chest. What was that last chest?
I didn't see it.
Oh, you got money.
Money. I mean, money is not nothing. He's got over 2,000 gold right now. He's getting close to full plate money.
That is. And oh, the deputy is about to send him home, and so is the. Oh yeah, deputy sends Nescards home.
Meanwhile, Chroma takes down another green dragon with a nuke and a swing with his trusty axe. Chroma got a little turned around bonking through the cave, turned on a torch for himself to be able to get himself out of here. Ran into a Magiwyvern, nuked it down.
that is what it is. It looks like Nescard's finally found the right way to do it, so he's gonna see that. He's gonna see the grape shortly. Golems would hurt. That's interesting.
Oh man, there's a quote from chat. Should have taken that Lieutenant Albuquerque.
Yeah, sounds about right. And looks like Nescards is going further out. And Officer 420 is here and sends him home.
Crit on the Drakema, though. That was a useful one.
Very much so. And wait, there's a town next to in the midst of Charlock. That is
And
Rimuldar.
there's Rimuldar, the place to buy keys. This is gonna blow the seed wide open for DK. Nescard passed to the south of Charlock, never saw this town.
That's gonna hurt because if he doesn't do a proper check around Club C, at least around the walls of Club C, he's not gonna get those keys, and that's gonna open up the door directly for DK because DK now can check Treasury. He can now check Garenham. He can now go back into Rimuldar and check the Holiday Inn.
So, what's in the chest? What's in the chest?
So what's in the Holiday Inn? What does the Holiday Inn offer today? The Holiday Inn's giving out the Stones of Sunlight.
Stones of Sunlight, one of the 3 key required items to beat the game. Nice. And of course, the problem right now is Nescard saw Charlock on his way past, but didn't see Rimuldar. Looks like Chroma has found Rimuldar now, is going to buy his keys will likely be shortly picking up his Stones of Sunlight. We'll see how long it will take Nescar to go back and realize that he missed something.
More importantly, DK has those keys now. He can now fully clear the grave.
That is also true, and a back of Garenham, which also has a cave and 3 chests.
Oh, I take that back. He's not going to be able to do anything in the cave because Mr. Green Dragon, also referred to as the Park Ranger, says nope, no smoking, no firing, no swinging, no axe cutting. Go away.
Remember, only you can prevent forest fires.
Stop it, Smokey. And
And
we have
a big
Whoa.
stick!
Okay, Erdrick. And we got a cursed spell, so there is one search spot. So one of our search spots will be there, but Erdrick's sword, that's huge. That means we're going to go and smack people incredibly hard, incredibly stupid.
It is the most powerful weapon in the game the money can't buy, actually. And so that is going to be a substantial advantage. Plus, it means not having to grind the 9,800 gold for a flame sword if he ever starts feeling behind and does a gold grind.
We have another cave.
Swamp North.
That's Swamp North. Yeah, that's indeed Swamp North. So let's see what Swamp North is going to bring to the table here. Where he's going to spit us out at, because right now the only place that we haven't found yet is the mountain cave, and we haven't found Bill and Ted yet either.
Chroma finds Freebie Cave.
Gets his torch from Rufus. And whoa, where are we at? We're in an interesting part of the land right now, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know where we're at. Level 12, by the way.
There it is. Does
3,
Nescard see...
9.
Yes, he sees the Remuldar. Alright, looks like that accidental death has actually helped him out, because now he's going for Remuldar. Will also be picking up his keys.
And DK has found the town of Hawksnest.
Now, about half of the things that are going to be on that spike tile, he will be able to take on with that hurt spell. Oh, DK. Excellent move! Took down the metal slime for 255 experience points.
That's a big number. That puts him in the experience lead. And he takes down away from right afterwards.
Now, we will see what's on this spike tile. Depending on what's here, he could be set for a grind, actually. It is a blue dragon, the deputies. Not exactly what you want to see here, but there you go.
I would try to swing at him. Yeah, you got the sword. There we go. What's in Hawk's Nest today? And that's a death necklace. Ugh. Not what you want to see, but that does make it okay. You've done your due diligence. Get out of here.
Yeah, that blue dragon, not exactly the most grindable enemy at the moment. He may want to keep that in mind, come back to it later, but ouch.
Right now, though, this is looking like this is just starting to look ugly. We do have Healmore, though, so level 12 had Healmore.
Oh, here's another cave in the middle of the fjords. It is Mountain Cave.
Mountain Cave. Oh, that's the Mountain Cave. DK definitely come on.
We got 5 chests here.
Oh no, that's Tablet Cave.
No, it's Tablet. Okay, it's Tablet Cave. We still have one chest here to be able to go ahead and pick up.
That'll be interesting. And with the one chest, there is an herb. He does not have outside, so he's gonna have to walk it out. And next card finally gets to Rimbledar, but he's feeling the pressure right now. His other two competitors that are here are already here. They've already stopped at Rimbledar. They already got their stone. Well, yeah, they already got their stones of sunlight. They are doing things. But there's another cave though past the fords as well. So this is gonna be interesting because that might be our mountain cave.
I mean, we're running out of caves unless it's a staff cave.
That's mountain cave.
Oh, it's mountain cave, all right. It's the last dark cave we can find. There are 5 chests in here, so we will see what we get. Not only that, but this can enable a potential gold grind. There was gold in the armory, right?
I believe there was gold in the armory.
So
ooh, hold that thought. Erdrick's tokens in the mountain cave as well, and we found staff. We found Ted. Ted is to the far east of that first continent.
Yeah, but we still need the flute.
You mean a harp?
A harp. No, excuse me, harp. You're right. Wrong musical instrument.
Yeah, we need a radical instrument of silver.
It's the Skyward Sword instrument, not the Ocarina of Time instrument.
And more money.
Or the classic Zelda 1 instrument.
Don't remind me of that randomizer. That randomizer is all types of no on a 10-foot bag. And the mountain cave yields nothing but fairy water, muns, and a token of your ancestry. Cataclysm, though, chromaticalism. Oh, AK-47 sighting.
Yep, the Armored Knight, also referred to as the AK-47, owing to how hard they generally hit, takes it down, though. That's pretty amazing. He is looking for Death Warp, but he's looking to take as many down with him before he goes.
At the rate this is going, he's going to take the death, but he's got all the information he needs.
So, gold grind enabled for DK if he chooses it. There is a silver shield available in Garenham, which is not too far away up in the swamp. Does not elect to get the gold grind.
Garenham also has Bill by process of elimination.
Have we seen Ted?
Ted's to the east of Sherlock.
Ah, okay. Now, there are 3 chests back there we haven't seen yet.
If one of them is the Silver Harp of excellentness, then we got some things. The only other thing we haven't found out is if chords have any directions, and we have not found coal yet. The Spa of Coal.
Yes, 4 steps south from the Bath and Coal. Okay, back here in Garenham, we have a magic key, so we got a refund for the key. Wings.
We got ourselves a Red Bull. That's interesting enough.
And money.
More muns. And AK-47s bring out the armor-piercing rounds and sends chromaticalism back to the house. And there's Bill. Luckily enough, he does have the token, so he's not going to get thrown out most heinously.
Yeah, he's often referred to in the community as the jerk, because if you don't have the token to prove your ancestry, he is quite abrupt with you and kicks you out.
Yeah, he will kick you out most heinously. And, ooh, this is going to be an interesting play. He's going to go to Cantlin, and he's going to go and get his coordinates.
Meanwhile, Chroma is checking out the Swamp Cave spike tile, and I do not blame him. Depending on what's on there, this may be a very valuable grind. No, that's grave. Excuse me. He's diving bottom grave.
Yes, indeed. And looks like DK has upgraded from a small to a large shield, that is.
That is a very good pickup right there. I mean, if you're not going to be getting yourself a gold grind, it's going to be the best shield you can reasonably afford.
And he's going to do the count. So he's gonna get his coordinates, but he's gonna get some pain.
Oh no, that was Swamp Cave. So he's just rescued Princess Gwendolyn preemptively. 2045. Oh boy.
20 south, 45 east. That is reasonably countable. That is countable. That is definitely countable. Because they gotta go south from the castle anyways.
And that is a blue dragon guarding the princess on the spike tile, so there are 2 blue dragons available.
And DK is gonna make the count. I'm pretty sure that's countable. That's not 20. And he's going east. He should be going west. Not unless he's gonna go around and then go back and make a benchmark point.
He's gonna have to wrap back around because of this water.
Very possible. So he's probably gonna go make his way eastward first, and then he's gonna go and find his north. Alright, so far he might have found the south already. I'm about to see. There's a benchmark. Uh-oh. Did he find it?
He got lost.
He's gonna heal and then try again.
Yeah, but I don't blame him. He lost his count.
That he's gonna find himself a princess.
Yeah, I think Lorgon is right. I think that's actually on the other continent.
That's gonna be interesting. That means, yeah, DK's gonna go grab him a princess, save said princess, make his way back to the second continent, and then do a quick benchmark check from there. Right now, DK's the only one that's managed to make it to Mountain Cave because he went to the other continent already. So, that being the case, he also knows what's on Hawk's Nest. So he's got a decent lead on equipment right now.
Now, let's talk about this search tile. There are only 2 things that can possibly be on there. The harp or the armor. Either way, amazing pickup.
Either way, that's a pickup that you can't deny. The problem is that if it's the armor, Cole is missing.
True. Question in chat, does this one have progressive keys like Dragon Warrior 3? No, you instead have keys as a consumable item that will open up any door.
Yep. Though we like the Demon Knights with the Big Daddy breath, sending Chromaticalism straight back to the house. And looks like he's made it. So all DK have to do is make sure his princess is back to her spot on the throne, and she's good.
We're sorry, your spurt spot is in another continent.
The infamous Super Mario Brothers 3, Super Mario Brothers 1, I take that back. Super Mario Brothers 1's quote from Toad. Thank you for rescuing me, but your princess is in another castle. How dare you put him in another castle? Bowser doesn't need her right now. So, 2 princesses have been saved, 1 to go if Nest Cards wish to go get it. But other than that, though, Did anyone figure out what was at the edge of the grave? At the end of the grave?
I didn't see chest 4 or 5 in the grave. Chroma got taken out before he could get down there, I think.
Makes sense. And looks like Nest Cards is gonna go to Hawk's Nest in the desert. But this is gonna be an interesting play here. Nest Cards is going into Hawk's Nest. He's gonna find out about the Blue Dragon. He's gonna get his Death Necklace. While Chromaticalism is getting his coordinates and going through the glass.
DK now also going into the swamp cave and is going to immediately repel. Unlike the vanilla game, in the randomizer, repel does actually function in caves.
That was as of the summer tournament of last year, by the way. Level 13 incoming. 1 power, 8 hit points, 1 magic, and a new spell. And currently, no additional agility.
Well, by level 12, they do have the Heal More spell, which is a very useful spell.
He might have gone too much west. No, he might have gone too much east. It's probably not in this continent. And if it is in this continent, it is really sketchy.
Back up in the fjords. Pointing for the fjords!
Speaking of there, that is Tablet. Ooh, Officer 420. And he gets away from Officer 420.
Good. Somebody understood my reference.
Ooh, there's a town. Is this coal? If this is indeed coal, DK has made the biggest brain play in this race. And
it
welcome
is the mythical town of Coal. 4 steps south of the bath of Coal, we have nothing. Nothing. You get nothing.
That means Sherlock's gonna be a armor, so that's not good. Unless it's still a chest outstanding, this has got to be Harp. Whalen with the check. Check in with Whalen. 2058. Okay, so all he has to do is go a little bit more, and he's gonna get his Harp.
There's the silver harp on the search tile. So that is the 3rd key item. Does DK know where Ted is?
He has not found Ted yet, but he will find Ted soon enough.
Should have kept the red snapper? In chat, yeah. Oh boy, that's another one.
Yeah, right now though, this is getting a little bit spicy here because Chromaticalism is going to go back and dig out the grave. If Armor's in the grave, DK might be chest-shiring that chest.
Yeah, in chat, it wasn't a snapper, it was a red herring. Yes, the red herring was the original UHF skit. The red snapper was from Oxhorn Short Shorts.
Unfortunately, Chromaticalism gets sent back to the house again. AK-47 say, no, you're not getting that down further. I don't know what DK is currently doing.
And at about 1 minute in, let's take a brief moment for station identification. You are watching the Dragon Warrior Randomizer weekly race. This is not part of the tournament that is currently going on at the moment. I am Sneaky Lost. With me in the commentator's booth is Sinister Sama. We have Kami and Runokai running the tracker for you. That's not a bot updating that tracker. We actually have somebody behind the curtains flipping switches and levers. We've also gone ahead and linked the Discord where you can go ahead and get the randomizer. If this is something you want to try and play, go ahead. We're an open, welcoming community. We always love to help out new players, get started with the randomizer, try things out, and who knows, we might see you in the next tournament.
Also, if you wish to help us out, we can always use the help. We now got done with station check. Let's now do a treasury check while we're on the subject. If you want to, if you are in the castle in that throne room, you get yourself a free fairy flute. Bricks won't be dealing with you no more. You want the silver harp? You're gonna go 20 south, 45 east, and in the mountains right near Cole, you'll get your silver harp. Erdrick's token is up in the mountain cave, and the Stones of Sunlight was up in Rimbledar at the Holiday Inn. Erdrick's sword was up in the armory if you wanted to get into there, and the death necklace was sitting behind a blue dragon, also a deputy, in Hawk's Nest, which is on the second continent, which you'll need to go to the back of Tangel to get. Erdrick's armor is somewhere in Sharlock, unfortunately. Also, Ted is east of Sharlock, and Bill is behind Garanham. So that is your location and treasury checks.
Meanwhile, NASCAR getting the unfortunate news that there is in fact nothing 4 steps south from the path in Cole.
Yep, it looks like the cleaning lady actually did her damn job. Oh, my apologies.
Yeah, a question in chat about the randomizer. There is a download that is on the Discord. It's one of the pinned comments in the Discord. We can absolutely point you to it. You just download it, you run it, you point it to a ROM, and it will create a randomized ROM that you are free to enjoy as you see fit.
I believe they also decided to give out the web. There's also a web page too, so you can take it on the go.
I know there's a web page tracker that you can use.
Now I'm curious. Hold on.
Oh, okay. According to our tracker, there is an alpha version 3 that is online. So if you don't feel yourself technically capable of downloading a file and running it from the GitHub, that's definitely an option.
Indeed. And it is one online. So right now, DK is back at Garanham. So he's going to go get him some herbs. Here's where the things get a little dicey. There's 2 chests in in the grave that we have not been able to check because AK-47s keep interrupting people's. And as far as we can be concerned, we do have everything here for Bill. This is where things get a little bit interesting. DK has everything.
Yeah, once DK turns in the harp for the staff, he's got everything he needs, and he's in grind and go mode. Of course, with both spike tiles being blue dragons, which are not usually the most appealing grind targets, that may prove challenging.
If it's anything like the race that we did Friday, Yeah, looks like Sherlock might be where you'll be grinding.
Either that or that swamp just south of the castle, just right by that swamp where all those axe knights are. That might also be a very viable grind.
It could be very viable. I agree. I agree. But I don't know if DK has found Ted yet. And if he did, he's forgot where Sherlock is at. I take that back. He's found Sherlock. He's found Club C.
You know, I remember the first seed I randomized for myself that I played. About half the... I ended up getting hurt more at, like, level 3. And about half of the enemies in the starting area all had DL2 breath. But I ended up finding a place where I would get blue dragons of all things down.
7-2-12-8 was level 14, and DK said, I am not dealing with this golem. Bricks, you're going to be put to sleep, and we are going to make a dash for Holiday Inn. I remember my first seed. Oh boy. The first seed I rolled with a bunch of friends. You wouldn't believe what we end up with. Erdrick's sword and Erdrick's armor was in the mountain cave. And we had swamps as far as the eye can see. Nothing but swamps all day, every day. Then there was mountains all day, every day. Sherlock was in the middle of an open field. Nothing but greenery. As if the dragon, as the best dressed man in all the land, was trying to plant a garden. I was very...
He was just keeping his lawn maintained.
He doesn't have a lawnmower. Why would that be a thing? But DK, if we didn't know before, DK now found Ted. He now gets his staff that produces rain. He's going to head out here. He's going to head back to Garanham. And I take that back. He's going to head over to Kingdom 6.
There's a comment in chat about the various different versions of Dragon Warrior. This is based on the Nintendo Entertainment System, although the randomizer itself does take influence from the Game Boy Color version, specifically with respect to the experience values of certain enemies that have been tweaked from their original values.
Yeah, because didn't werewolves cheat you out of experience?
Werewolves, Axe Knights were not very good either in the original. Golems were worth a whopping 6 experience points. Because remember, in the vanilla game, it wasn't something you were expected to grind on, it was simply the door for Cantlin.
That's right. And it looks like he's back to Garanham. So DK will be getting that Azure Candy, or the Blue Lolly, as one would say. And he'll be heading over to Sherlock. But again, if Sherlock doesn't have that armor, I dare say that grave dive is going to be very scary.
Now, personally, I would dive bottom of grave before sticking my nose in Sherlock if armor was still outstanding, and those were the 2 chests left. Yes, I know, mathematically speaking, it's not likely that that's the case, but I would rather do anything before trying to dive Sherlock without the armor. That would be the worst case scenario for me.
And then only at 65, and with 65 HP currently, I do not want to go into Sherlock at all if I can avoid it right now.
Yeah, those barrier tiles are like 2 heal mores alone. They don't have the resources to do that.
And right now, looks like DK is going to be smacking around a...
Uh-oh. Armored Knights
Ooh.
breaking out the flamethrowers with a hurt more spell.
Oh, so they got the flame attachment this time around, not white phosphorus. Oh, that's disappointing. And another easy peasy lemon squeezy kill on an Axe Knight. And right now, this lead is starting to get out of control. That's already almost 700 already for DK, and he is pushing out. And here's the problem. Nobody else has found their silver harp, at least on this stream, so I would dare say that DK has a commanding lead right now.
I would say that's a fair assessment. He certainly has a lead right now. Nescard finding out that Jerk is in the back of Garenham. But keep in mind, all it's going to take is Nescard or Chroma finding that harp, and his lead drops substantially.
That if he decides to not search the armor. Or if he gets sent back too, because he's being stubborn and fighting out these blue dragons.
Well, they are worth a certain value of experience points. And no, I'm not going to do that one. I'm sorry.
And he's heading back to the Holiday Inn. So that being the case, looks like Chromaticalism is they didn't beat the blue dragon, so they don't have a death necklace available yet. So I'm thinking right now DK is probably going to be looking for that find where that grave was located, and he's finna go and dive in it.
Well, that's what I would do. But again, I tend to be a very risk-adverse gamer. I tend to play it safe rather than play the numbers.
Ooh, AK-47s with the... Oh. Yeah, flamethrowers. That's going to put a big wrinkle on things.
Dude, get some aloe for that burn, man.
AP. Excuse me. Unprofessionalism. I don't know if there's a really good grind spot. I would say open up Sherlock and try to grind there, but yeah.
Alright, I gotta do that one. Toasty!
Superb.
Finish him.
That's not how you do it. It's finish him.
There you go.
A little bit of fun over the analysis, and right now we're currently sitting on Blue Dragon Grind, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. We're gonna be here in a minute.
And our tracker going in with a combo breaker from a different fighting game series, Killer Instinct.
Shadow counter!
Ultra!
If I had Soundpad right now, I would definitely be running that. I would definitely do a sound effect or two, but it is not our channel, so we can't do none of that. Supreme victory! Put your favorite fighting game in the chat while we were doing this grind.
Ooh, tough choice. Probably the first one I did was classic Street Fighter 2 for the Super Nintendo. My buddy had Mortal Kombat 1 on his Sega Genesis. But Killer Instinct was kinda my jam.
I like Killer Instinct as well, and for Scotty, yes, Princess was needed for them to get the silver heart. But yeah, Smash Brothers Brawl, nope, you won't see me touching that.
Yeah.
Ultra Street Fighter 4, Skullgirls, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and MK2. Why? Because I was a cheap person with Raiden.
Oh, we got a full gore main in the chat here. Oh no. No. I did Cinder.
Both of y'all can just walk out the building right now. This is a Saberwolf house here. Get your Rurus in chat. Saberwolf main right there.
Of course, there's a secondary reason I mained Cinder, and I think we all know what that is.
We do not discuss this on if we are family friendly.
Idol.
Oh jeez.
Remember that code? If you selected Cinder and you put in that code, you could actually play as Idol.
Despicable fun at its finest.
Somebody mentioned Orchid, which had that insane long combo potential.
And
of course, Jago was the meta character because, well, he was basically Ryu.
Yeah, it looks like the deputy takes down DK while we were talking about fighting games. Funny thing and funny story right now. It was Saberwolf. I was okay with Spinal. Fulgor can walk out the building. Riptor's fine. But yeah. Ended up picking up the Killer Cuts track, and I'll admit, Jago's song was pretty cool. Same with Glacius by chance, too.
Yeah, Glacius was cool. Same with TJ Combo. He was pretty awesome.
And Irene Punmaster has the Killer Cut CD. Congratulations, you've earned another 15 seconds of my respect. I tell you, CDC.
Alright, Chroma has found his silver harp on the search spots. Yeah, unfortunately the search spot is on the second continent, so the princess was pretty well required.
Yeah, and right now, DK's sent to the shadows. He is dead. And it looks like DK is broken.
Hopefully that's just a stream glitch and it'll work itself out soon. Because at the moment, he has the lead.
For now.
The timer is still going on his screen, so I don't know what's going on there. Ah, there he is. Okay. Maybe he had to take a note or two.
So, while we're still looking on grinds and whatever the case may be, in the chat, while we're talking about fighting games, put in the cheapest fighting game boss known to man. I'm going with Ultra Rugal. I'm going with Rugal in one of the King of Fighters series because Gensai Cutter plus throwing your face into an invisible wall has never felt so wrong in my entire life. That and Geese, Mr. Predictable himself.
Idol was pretty darn cheap, especially on the higher difficulty levels.
Wait a minute. Yeah, freaking Blue Man agrees with me. The Lancer 02 Jinpachi? No, Jinpachi wasn't that bad if you knew how to sidestep.
Akuma could have been cheap on Turbo.
Third Strike, he was a bit of a cheap one too. If we're doing Street Fighter, you also got to remember Gil was cheap too.
The original M. Bison.
It wasn't that bad. Alpha 3 Bisons was, all types of no.
Oh right, Kentaro could grab you mid-air and throw you, so there was that.
Motaro basically didn't care. It didn't get knocked down. You try to jump kick him, he just fireball at you like it was nobody's business. And let's not forget Mortal Kombat 9's Shao Kahn with that stupid amounts of health. And Night Terror from Soul Calibur 3. You know what? You are correct. Night Terror was completely boosh. We missed level 15. What was level 15 looking like?
Well, they've got about 80 hit points, so still not Dragon Lord viable yet.
Next one will be at 9750.
Comment in chat, E Honda with the 100-headed slap was cheap. Not really. You could either fireball him, or if you were Chun-Li, you could just pogo on his head until the cows came home.
Now, Sagat was a whole nother story.
Sagat was a serious villain, yeah.
And we have Gargos as well coming in from Irene Punmaster. And Gargos, the only reason why Gargos was a problem because he was able to heal in match.
God, that was annoying. So could Idol. Idol could heal. When he knocked you, he started doing that one thing where he would actually heal.
Yeah, and unlike Idol. Wait a minute. What was in the what was in that fourth chest? And it looks like everybody's getting their rain and staffs. But I missed the fourth chest down in the grave right now. But that's because NES cards is having some stuttering issues.
Yeah, it looks like NES cards video glitched. I didn't see what chest number 4 was. Although, if we're talking worst final boss of any game, not just fighting games, Dragon Quest II for the NES.
Ew. And that's another cursed belt, so it's confirmed. Armor's in Sherlock.
Specifically, the NES version of Dragon Warrior 2. That final boss had heal all. He had multiple attacks per turn, which was fair since you had a party of 3. And he had some other really obnoxious abilities and AoE damage, that kind of stuff. And then he had heal all. And if he decided to just heal all, well, your game reset. Or at least the fight reset in his favor.
Back to square one. If you're talking about if we're talking about hard final bosses, we're not even talking about any of the Meta 10 games. Digital Devil Saga Nocturne Satan Battle on the true ending. Yeah, we don't discuss that.
Now, most of Dragon Warrior 2, okay, fine. I mean, yeah, the cave to Roan was a thing, especially with the enemies that had defeat. But, I mean, that final boss from Dragon Warrior 2 is just... Comment in chat, Blue in Pokemon Red was quite difficult too. I didn't really think so. There was a really easy way to solve that problem, and that problem's name is Mewtwo. Although I suppose you had to beat him first to get Mewtwo, so, you know.
Yeah, honestly, Blue wasn't a big problem. Now, Red, on the other hand, oh boy. Now that's a beast. With his stupid over-leveled Pikachu.
That's why you get a Rhydon as your main tank.
Yeah, later games that Pikachu runs Grass Knot though, so that's not foolproof either.
That was in Yellow, wasn't it?
Yeah, in Galar he played with Ash's team specifically. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, but he didn't get Grass Knot because Grass Knot didn't exist in Gen 1.
Not Gen 2, but I said later games. And in the remake of 2nd Gen, yeah, Grass Knot was a thing.
Yeah, the Cave to Roan, as I said, was a thing, especially because of those stupid crags that would cast Defeat.
So what is Defeat?
It is an instant death spell. A party-wide instant death spell. If it lands, you're dead.
Say no more. Oh, Demon Knights with Big Daddy Breath. So that's what DK was trying to check out. 15, 3, 4, 6, 13 MP. So that was level 15. And here's level 16 while we're on the subject. Level 16, 2, 1, 18, 8, and a spell. That should be the last of them.
Yep, that will be all spells unlocked at level 16. I will agree with you, Namanva. The final boss of Dragon Warrior 2 is probably one of the worst ever.
If you want to talk about more last bosses that were absolutely cancer, let's talk about freaking Final Fantasy II's last boss, Emperor. He was cancer too.
Well, you could cheese the heck out of Final Fantasy II.
Yeah, but if you didn't have the Blood Sword, you was gonna sit through that fight. Famicom, not Super NES.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The one where you could basically grind your skills by getting into party combat with yourself to be able to max out your stats and your defenses.
Yep. And Shin Megami Tensei, more along the lines, you're looking at Digital Devil Saga because the Persona games were not that bad. If you grind it out on Persona, you kind of won. It's an easy win.
Now, Final Fantasy II on the SNES, which is now referred to as Final Fantasy IV in the main series, that was a very fair final fight. Now, if you want a Final Fantasy boss that was scary, Kefka.
Oh, Kefka gives me goosebumps. Like he wasn't even he's the only person that actually destroyed the world, but he wasn't that bad of as a boss. He can be a problem if he wasn't leveled. You want to talk about a last boss that really you want to talk about a boss that puts hair on your chest and make you really wish you were properly prepared? Ozma, Final Fantasy IX, just to get the last summon in the game. You know which one that is. The gold chocobo. Mm-hmm. And yes, Ozma was optional, but guess what? If you wanted the best summon in the game and have all that clout to tell your friends you beat Ozma, I can say I did. You beat him.
Yeah, I mean, Ozma is kind of like the what was the ruby weapon and the emerald weapon in Final Fantasy VII. They were way more powerful than the actual final boss. But then again, Sephiroth is one of the weakest bosses I ever ran into.
Get a ribbon, you can see a ribbon will literally put Sephiroth to shame. And if you got Knights of the Round, yeah, that's pretty much game. Especially
Yeah,
if you
especially when you go KOTR and then Quattro Magic and then Mimic. It's just one round wonder.
Sephiroth doesn't live past the second casting of Knights of the Round in Quadra Magic.
And finally, at an hour and a half into this match, we have Chroma diving Charlock.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. So Chroma at 14, he's the least leveled of them all, and he's going down to Charlock right now. So
He's wanting his armor. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the magic points, I don't think. Not unless he gets ridiculously lucky with encounter luck. He only has 37 MP. He's going to have to burn almost half of that just on the barrier tiles alone. This is a really risky dive.
if I was him, I would get ready to start beating feet and running real fast in a hurry.
Now, other final bosses that gave me problems, the Dragon Lord. This guy that they're coming up against here pretty soon. The vanilla Dragon Lord was legitimately a problem. Because when I ran into him usually at like level 17 or 18, I was typically doing like 5 damage a hit to him.
Yeah, you had to grind to like level 20 before you can even touch him in vanilla game. And looks like the police is about to send him home real fast.
Yeah, he didn't even make it to the second floor, unfortunately.
And he's not gonna make it to the second floor.
Meanwhile, DK diving to the bottom of grave.
And he's about to get the bad news that there's nothing at the bottom of the grave. It's substantial.
Yeah, that magic point total is absolute garbage. There is no way you're going to be defeating any Dragon Lords on a mere 42 magic points. Even 55 at level 15 is not even close to being sufficient. Especially not with only 81 hit points. Yikes.
And the shame is that DK's gotta walk it all the way out.
Yep, he ran out of magic points, so he has to walk all the way back out unless he can get a friendly death warp.
Speak of the devil, he's about to get such a thing.
Armored knight, take me back to the place I belong.
Oh no, that'd just be a magic way of doing business.
Yeah, adjusting the position of his fighter's ring. Yeah, he's just letting this Magi Wyvern send him home.
So 12,000 is the next one for him. And looks like Next Cards has finally made it to 16 as well. So here's where things get a little bit spicy. You already know that 16 is not the level. What's next? Now we move on to 17, and hopefully 17 is the level.
You've at least got the hit points at level 16. What you don't have is the magic, and probably strength is still lacking as well.
That is true.
Yeah, you're doing 23-29 to a blue. Yeah, you're probably still low on strength.
That's 39, actually.
Okay, that's 38 to a blue dragon. Okay, they've got decent strength now, but that MP total is not sufficient by any stretch. At level 16 would be good to dive for the armor, and that would not necessarily be a bad play. I would definitely dive for armor, taking what encounters I could on the way down. I could take Axe Knights, I could take Werewolves, I could take Star Wyverns. These would all be pretty easy kills. Wizards, pretty easy kills. Blue Dragons, I mean, you're grinding on Blue Dragons anyways, go ahead and take them. About the only ones you really not want to play with are the Golems, which you've got the Flute to run away from, the Reds, and the Armored Knights. So there's only 2 of 6 potential encounter or 7 encounters that are really you're gonna want to run from at that point. You're gonna get a lot of experience on your way down, and you're gonna get the armor.
That is true, but right now, there's not a whole lot less left here. Right now, levels need to be grabbed, and very shortly, we're gonna need to see some interesting things. Also, we're trying to get this bad boy wrapped up faster than sooner because we have a 10 o'clock race incoming.
Yeah, so we will see what we will see, but yeah, level 16 would be great for diving for the armor. 1 power, 19 hit points again, only 3 magic.
Moving on to 18.
Womp.
Once you cut that out, looks like 18 is going to be the next jump.
Boom, 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 boom. Although now their hit points are starting to get to the point where they might be able to do a thing. Like a cursed necklace kind of thing. Chroma has finally made his way into Mountain Cave, is clearing Mountain Cave, unfortunately is not going to find anything particularly relevant for himself. We'll find an Armored Knight with Hurtmore. Oh right, those are gonna be a thing. That's gonna make diving for the armor even more dangerous, because these Armored Knights come equipped with Hurtmore. We know blues aren't that bad. Now, the other thing is Chroma going to Death Warp and do a gold grind for the Silver Shield here? Well, DK ends up going back at level 17. Probably either going to try and dive for the armor or go right back to grinding. Nope, going right back to grinding.
Yeah, 16,250 is the next big hit.
Buckle up, boys, girls, and all the ships at sea. This may take a bite. Quote in chat, RNG is a harsh mistress. True facts.
RNG is a cruel mistress and a tempter of fate. If you don't believe me, play Tetris for a while. And play Tetris 99. And you see RNG really play its hand on that game.
Oh wow, Chroma actually walks himself all the way out of the bottom of grave. Impressive.
He's about to take a stop at the spa. Or maybe not.
No, maybe not. He's just gonna go ahead and death warp in the swamp. Which ruins a chance for a gold grind, but... oh well.
And the grind continues.
And the grind goes on. But yeah, at 10 o'clock Eastern Time on Randomania is going to be High Spirits versus Zarnax. Both of whom have won both of their matches. So that's going to be an interesting matchup because somebody is going to walk away having broken their perfect record. Question in chat, what happens at 10 o'clock? Well, we keep going. We keep going as long as we've got runners here. That other race will be running concurrently on a different channel with a different crew.
There will be a conclusion to this race. I promise you that.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna give up on this race at this point. Not after everything that we put into it so far. Oh, Courage and Wit has served thee well. 1-0-18. Hello, that's 10 heal mores. I think level 18 is go stats.
Not quite yet. 123 attack power.
Yeah, not quite enough attack power. Although with Death Necklace, it brings it better.
Not at 116 health.
Oh yeah, no. You need about one more level then. Either strength or hit points, whichever you want. It'd definitely be viable to dive for the armor, but not for a clear. And oh, if you're expecting to dive for the armor and clear in one dive, yeah, definitely not. Because you're going to be burning a bunch of extra resources. Either that or you're just planning for twin dives. I'm still surprised they haven't dove for the armor yet. That armor would be so useful in just making your grind more efficient.
Chromaclysm tried and didn't get off the first floor.
He was also level 14 at the time.
That is true. Level 19 is 16,500. Level 18 that's for level 19. Level 18 was 14,250. So we don't expect it to go any higher than 19. Hopefully.
In before level 23, before they get a single point of strength or hit points.
Tell you.
And then they get like 35. The randomizer this time around has been really janky with the stats. There have been a lot of bursty stat spreads.
Cujo, you're saying that the armor's at the judge's table? You are a bold person. I'm putting it on the $200 chest. Very simple and to the point. looks like Nescard is going to take a dive for that armor. If he gets...
Yeah, I don't blame him. He's got enough stats to be able to hit the armor if he stops in at Rimildar to heal up beforehand, assuming this blue dragon stops doing blue dragon things.
I guess that's the thing.
Yeah, a question in chat about, the decision to not get a gold grind. Well, keep in mind, a gold grind takes time. A gold grind can take several minutes to pull off. Yes, they know that there's a silver shield in the area, but if they've got enough agility that they still have a safe amount of defense points, it's wasted time. It's a decision that each runner makes based on where they feel comfortable.
And according to DK, when I saw that 83, that's enough to start fending off wizards.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, your defense breaking wizards, couple more defense, and you're gonna start defense breaking werewolves, even green dragons at 88?
88 green dragons, 86 for werewolves. Star ravens are just about breakable now.
Welcome, Juzel. Yes, armor is confirmed in Charlock. In fact, we've got one runner here, Nescard, looks like he's going to be doing his armor dive now. 18 is really sketchy ghost stats, but would be really good for getting armor. Yes, and Nescard finally realized that bear clothing is probably not going to be sufficient and picks up some chainmail to wear over his padded gambeson.
And he's getting ready to give out the rainbow, taste the rainbow, get himself a bridge, and start that dive. Meanwhile, on DK's side, DK's on his way to 19, so we get to see what's going on at 19 shortly. One more blue, one more deputy dead, and we will definitely see what's going on at 19. Because if 19 is the proper level, that's grind. That is get armor and win.
Yeah, I mean, even if 19 is ghost stats, you're still doing 2 dives. I do not see a dive and for armor and win on the same dive with
4,
these
10,
stats.
10.
Not enough. Not enough.
Hold on, that attack power is at 127.
That's
It's
an
sketchy.
18 to 9.
That's sketchy, but it can be done.
That is super sketchy. That is not going to be done on the same dive as your armor, though.
Yeah, not on the same dive as the armor. That's not happening.
Now, I could see someone YOLOing if they're feeling behind, because remember, we're sitting here in the audience and in the commentator's booth with optimal knowledge, with perfect knowledge of what everyone is doing. These runners don't have that, and they're right now got to be feeling a lot of pressure. They're an hour and 45 minutes into this grindy seed going, if somebody else has an even slightly better grind than I do, I'm behind. They have got to be feeling this pressure, and you could actually see somebody try and dive, even though it's kind of sketchy, simply because they could be feeling behind.
That is true, and DK is currently about to go and grab his armor. Nescard is in the midst of the dive, but we know that level 19 is a sketchy level.
I mean, right now, it is DK's race to lose, technically speaking, but he could lose that edge at any moment. Charlock is known as the Great Equalizer for a very good reason, especially when you've got AK-47s with Hurt more lurking around.
Yeah, AK-47s will hurt more as the big threat here. Everything else has been rather tame.
I mean, reds are still reds. They still have bite more.
Yeah, but nothing outside of that. And with accents being in the area, this is looking like he can grab a little bit more.
So DK is definitely going, okay, if I don't do this soon, I'm gonna let somebody else come ahead of me. So he's diving, if nothing else, for the armor.
And he's gonna try to get to 19.5 on this grind.
Yeah, and you notice he's taking these lower tier encounters, these wizards, these axe knights. He'll probably take star wyverns. He probably will run from this red. Yeah, assuming the red will let him.
Looks like the police is not letting him out.
Oof, you hate to see him burn all these resources. Meanwhile, Nescard on the bottom floor.
And he's giving the park ranger the business. Now the question, is the armor on the judge's table, or is it in this pyramid?
I did not see the first one. Second one is a dragon scale. Third one is a magic key. Fourth is Erdrick's armor. Hey, you were right. It was on the 200 gold chest.
Yep, on the 200 again. 2 for 2. 2 for 3 this tournament. And Renokai has confirmed an urban 150. So right now that's an outside. If that was me outside.
No. You go check. You check the spike tile. Oh well.
No, you go outside, you hit Rimbledar, and then you start grinding. Or just come back home and start grinding. You have the armor, you have the offense. Now you got to figure out what level you need to get down and beat down this the best dressed man in all the land.
Yeah, but finding out who's the bodyguard is still going to be really valuable information. If it's low-hanging fruit, you get another kill. If it's not, you know what you're up against before the best dressed man in all the land. Meanwhile, Chroma getting level 17 and going, nah, fam. Now, keep in mind, there are several other runners of this race that are not currently streaming their casts. So, right now, as far as we can see, it's between DK and Nescard. But, you know, Dive Luck is Dive Luck. Charluck is infamous for being able to swing races. And anything can still happen.
Yeah, we've seen races where a person was up by a level and a half, and Charlock decided, today is not your day, you're not winning today, and had AK-47s block them with sleep and Big Daddy breath with no armor. That has been the thing, and trust me when I tell you, that's the last thing you want to deal with.
Oh geez, that seed. I remember that seed. That was a 3+ hour run for some of those runners. The problem with that seed was you had the full wombo combo of Sleep and Dragonlord 2 Breath with like a 75% chance. Max stop spell resist, so it was a stop spell resist of I think 12 out of 16. And it was a 3 out of 5 encounter rate at the top of Charlock and a 2 out of 5 encounter rate at the bottom of Charlock. That actually was the impetus for changing the Wombo Combo stats so that A, the maximum stop spell was reduced so that they at least had a forlorn hope of landing it, and B, the maximum sleep and DL2 breath percentages were 50%, 50%.
That is true. And then there was one seed where the bats were hitting for 263. Even with
Well, that was a chaos seed.
yeah, but there's gonna be somebody who wants to take that gamble in the chaos seed, and that's gonna be a very interesting tournament Swiss round for that one. Because remember, folks, the Swiss rounds is right now by default it is just normal standard flags. At any time during these Swiss rounds, any runner can propose to switch up the script, and that can lead to some very interesting plays here and some interesting rounds coming up.
DK picks up his armor and is going to go check the spike tile.
Yeah, he ain't gonna dip and dot and yeah. 128, 94, 127, 78. It's probably gonna be 83 if he gets a large shield, but that's sketchy. Not unless he... You know what I think he's doing? He's gonna try to take levels walking out. Oh no, you're right. He's going to the bouncer.
He's gonna check what that bouncer is. If the bouncer is something grindable, he's gonna grind on it. If the bouncer is something troublesome, he now knows that the bouncer is troublesome and will take that into consideration. Either way, it's a really smart move.
Either way, he wins. And he's almost at he's only 1,000 some change away from getting to that magical number of 19.5. But thanks to the heal walking of Verdrick's armor, he should not have any issues there. And he's not even going to deal with the werewolf. Apparently, werewolf is not worth his time. Blue dragons, though, yeah, definitely worth his time.
I don't know. It'll probably be faster to kill them than to try and run from them, given the bad run luck they've had lately.
Indeed. And the bounce, well, not quite the bouncer yet. He 4-taps him. That's a heal more.
And it is an armored knight with hurt more. Now he knows the bouncer is probably the most formidable threat short of the best dressed man himself.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Definitely not what you want to say.
I mean, he's a lot less scary now that you've got the armor that's reducing the damage that Hurtmore is doing. But even so, this is not the encounter you wanted to see here.
Yeah. That is going to be a really nasty thing coming up. And he's not going to take any more fights with that.
I wonder what he's doing.
He's trying to get to level 20.
Is he hero walking then to try and get enough hit points to be able to take on this armor?
That's exactly what's going on.
And then he gets back attacked.
There's the hurt more.
Returning fire.
Uh-oh.
And now has done well in defeating the armored knight. And now he's going for a death warp.
Yeah, he's gonna go for the death warp. Because he knows he's nearby level now.
None of the other runners have completed yet, so it's still anybody's match.
I think what's going to happen is DK is going to try to get the level before reaching to Sherlock, and then he's going to see what that level is and then finish Sherlock.
Nescard actually killing a golem here.
Interesting play on that one. And looks like... Yep. Looks like he's gonna... Oh, he's gonna take this dragon. He's gonna take this before walking out the door and then go to Rimmaldar and see what he's gonna take from there.
No, but Chroma's got an interesting strat. He just sold every non-critical item in his inventory. He's gonna get some fairy water into his inventory to try and get this armor. He's feeling behind, and I don't blame him at 2 hours into this match.
15 power, 1 speed, 2 hit points. That's enough hit points, but more importantly, that's enough power. That's go.
Yeah, that's absolutely go stats. The 15 power was huge. That's exactly what he needed.
Yeah, that goes from 127 to 142 now.
Yeah, that's 21 to 10. That is absolutely, that's go mode.
More than that, that's not just go mode, that's we win now. We can win this now.
Question in chat, why did DK NES card leave Sherlock? Because they were just diving for the armor, which was in the armory.
With armor now in possession of DK,
yeah, this is his race to lose right now with this dive.
Yeah, and unless Nescard has fairy water, and he's gonna try to pull another miracle out of his hat.
Would not be the first time, and of course, Charluck is still Charluck. He can still end up getting blocked by a red dragon and burn way too many resources, because they can do that to you.
Usually the case.
Question in chat, is there anything else coming on here after this? I don't know about the SpeedGaming channels, but I do know over on Randomania there is a tournament match running right now.
So right now, this is getting very interesting. Right now, looks like no real resources gone. Star Raven's just doing the typical block routine.
Chroma trying to dive for his armor. This red dragon is blocking him at the entrance. He does manage to get through it, but he does have to burn another heal more, which he does not want to have to burn at this stage. And another red dragon. The fun police are in force and are just getting in Chroma's way left, right, and center.
Tell you. And it looks like DK has finally made it back down to the basement, also referred to as the dance floor. So that being the case now, we're looking at... Yeah, DK is not taking another fight. He is literally trying to win on this dive with all resources. He cannot afford to waste a single resource.
Well, he's got 12 heal mores in the tank. That's a pretty substantial bucket. Assuming this blue dragon cooperates.
He finally cooperates. There's an herb. And here's the AK-47, the bouncer. Now what you want to see, the AK-47 says, nope, we're going to shift to the side.
AK-47 giving him the jukes. He's gonna burn a hurt more. Still has 12 heal mores in the tank though, so that was a safe burn.
Nope, he has 11 now.
Now only has 11 because of that heal spell. Still should be good with this strength.
He's been called a fool by the best dressed man in all the land. He doesn't even, and he's gonna go right for it. Oh, that's a stop spell. That's what you want to see. That's what you want to see. Another stop spell. That is exactly what you want.
Perfect phase 1 of this encounter. Walking into phase 2 with 130 strength and 11 heal mores in the tank. You could easily get a triple on this start here.
So far, 28 is the magic number right now. 44.
Yeah, with this triple, it's his race to lose. Barring a miss menu, this is almost as free as it gets.
54.
Question in chat, what is the AP? 141.
142, actually.
142, yeah, so 21 to 10 rating. This is as free as a bird now.
And it looks like Chromaticalism is going to get his armor, and Nest Cards is going to try to take a gamble on 19. We know in the booth that it's level 20.
Yeah, with only 10 heal mores in the tank and doing much less damage, this is a super sketchy attempt. He has got to be feeling the pressure of the time. He's feeling behind. He knows he's behind, or at least suspects he's behind, which, let's be honest, he is a little bit. So he's going to try this super risky strat to see if he can pull a Hail Mary.
Nope, not this time. DK.
But break out your GGs. DK has defeated the Dragon Lord.
Indeed, he's beaten the best dressed man in all the land with an official race time, GG time of 2 hours, 7 minutes, and 34 seconds. He is actually the first person to complete this seed. I would not be surprised to see people hit forfeits right now because they are far too tired of dealing with this seed.
Looks like Nescar did hit level 20. He has 10 heal mores in the tank. This is a lot less sketchy now.
But he put on the death necklace too.
That's only going to further increase his attack power, so he needs fewer hits to kill him.
Tell you.
And with 98 hit points, he still has enough to be able to take 2 hits. Yeah, he's doing like 24 damage to this Dragon Lord.
Yeah, this is gonna be pain.
29?
The ludicrous amounts of HP that Nest card is doing. Looks like we may not be getting any interviews tonight because everybody's trying to catch the race at hand. Oh wait, no, never mind. We have DK here. Hey, DK, congratulations.
GG.
Thanks. Didn't expect to actually win that.
Well, you did just barely beat Nescard, who is just actually defeated the Dragon Lord himself.
Official time, official now, 2 hours, 9 minutes, and 45 seconds. He is now officially second place.
Yeah, I thought I was so far behind. I went ahead and took a restroom break in the middle there after I forced one and missed Demon Knight.
Oh,
yeah,
so
we were wondering what had happened to your stream there.
I was a little on tilt, and I was like, you know what? Let me just use the restroom, take a quick 30 seconds.
Yeah, hey, I mean, sometimes that's what you need to do to be able to get your head back in the game. But no, this seed though. Any thoughts that you were willing to share on the air?
So we got, start with Hurt More, and I can get nothing that will let me hurt more it. The Axe Knight back attacked me 3 times. I hurt more and missed once. I hurt more than not enough twice before I finally was able to kill one at like level 4 or 5 at that point. The Metal Slime was a treat. The blue dragons in that zone were also fun. I mean, overall, it was a strange seed and a very weird map.
You were actually the first one to get your harp.
Where was the harp? I don't even remember what was where.
Coordinates.
Gotcha. Yeah. I thought when I went through Swamp when I found Tablet and Mountain and all that and was able to get through all of that, I thought that might have been beneficial. I mean, there wasn't a lot there, but it was at least eliminating items.
Yeah, absolutely. You were by far the first one into Mountain Cave.
Yeah, I did several questionable things on the seed, which I probably wouldn't do in a tournament setting, but I don't know. Like I said, I didn't feel like I was ahead at any point during this race at all, but evidently it was good enough. Although I see Beta just finished in 3rd.
Yep, Beta Strap finished with an official race time of 2 hours, 11 minutes, and 58 seconds. Get your GGs in chat for him.
But yeah, man, talk about a rough slog. Both spike tiles were blues, so you didn't really have much of a choice there. I mean, at first the strength was just not there. I mean, when you walk out and then you do 1 point of damage on a physical hit to a blue slime, you know something's screwy.
Yeah, luckily with Hurt More, I tend to not pay attention to stats just so I don't lose myself in it. So I really had no clue where we were at. When I saw I had 86 agility right at level 18, I was kind of shocked.
Yeah, and then of course you had 1 Hurt More in the tank until what, level 9 or 10?
Yeah, it took 5 or 6 level ups before we even got any MP at all.
Yeah, absolutely. We were just looking at that and going, really?
Yeah, I think the MP stat gains are so skewed with the strength agility build. If you're going to start with a spell that starts you with 8 MP always, so I think sometimes that it just skews the stat curve for that. Where if it didn't have a spell, it might have only been a 0 or 1 or 2. That it holds off as a result is my thought. I have no scientific backing in that.
Well, either way, having 8 hit points or 8 magic points at level 10 is kind of feels bad, man.
Yeah, and then I never wrote down anything that was in any town, so if you noticed, I revisited their shops like 3 times each.
Yeah, I was surprised you didn't try for a gold grind for the silver shield in, coming out of one of these bigger caves, because the silver shield was right there in Garinham, but then again, with your agility, you didn't really need it, so, there is that.
Yeah, I was gonna monitor agility when it was near go time. We could have also did a grind on the Death Necklace spot in Hawks. I mean, it's only like 110 to 120, 150 a pop, but it's a viable option.
Hey, GG, Nescard.
GG, what a fun long seed. It's so rare to see something where you start with Hurtmore and are relegated to a more than 2-hour finish.
Yep, that's what happens here. Randomizer is a cruel mistress and a reality check to anyone to the face.
Yeah, well, I mean, starting off with Hurtmore, awesome! Not getting any MP until level 10, less so.
Getting in.
Yeah,
You got it?
I spent so much time just going back and forth from, a healing town to using 4 Hurtmores and just healing
Getting an attack from behind from Axe Knights, because apparently that was a thing.
Yeah, normally when you've got Hurtmore, you want to see Axe Knights, because that's an easy 130 experience points, you'd think.
You'd think so, yeah.
Metal
I didn't get...
You got it? Sorry?
This time I didn't get the best luck on Axe Knights, like the kind of luck I got on Green Dragons in my first round tournament race, but yeah, I didn't feel like I was too slowed down. I didn't feel like I found Remolder too late. It was just the nature of the seed. It was all about what you got to Hurtmore early on, and it just took a lot of time.
Uh-oh. Oh no, Chroma looks like he's gonna try and risk it at level 19, which is way dicier than 20.
That's not good.
I wanted to win at level 19. Like, I was on my way to try, and then I started thinking about Sharlock and the fact that there were red dragons on the top floors, and I just leaned towards, getting a level on the way down. And I can't tell if that was right or not, but we only had, I think we would have had 96 hit points with the Death Necklace, and I only had a small shield, so I was a little worried about physical attacks.
Yeah, and the other problem was the strength was, even with the Death Necklace, was kinda dicey. Level 20 gave you 15 strength.
Yeah, it was free at that point, of course.
Yeah, I was with Ness. I was I was really struggling with whether I wanted to try it on 19, and after I got in there and saw red dragons, I just decided to fight my way down, get the armor, and go back in and win.
Chroma with the Fairy Water strats, unfortunately it only did 11 damage. There's a 16 from the Fairy Water. That's what you want to see out of this Fairy Water here. Does manage to sneak in a double here. That might actually put him over. I didn't know. I don't think he actually put on the Death Necklace, though.
Yeah, it's a little dicier than necessary.
BLK just finished in 4th.
Indeed, BLK finished with an official race time of 2 hours, 17 minutes, and 43 seconds.
Yeah, so I was telling people in chat that because we started with Hurtmore, I predicted the top 4 would finish within a very close margin, and well, the top 3 ended up finishing within 5 minutes of each other, which was half the field. So, so in all fairness, with the length of a seed like this, that was a pretty good prediction.
Yeah, no, that was a darn good prediction. It's just that you probably also had a prediction that it was going to be like less than 2 hours?
Definitely. I never expected this.
Yeah, sometimes you get RNG, sometimes RNG gets you.
Indeed.
It was kind of a crazy map, too, with all of that swamp just kind of hemming you in the early game.
Oh, FM, Angel FM finishes at 2 hours, 18 minutes, and 55 seconds.
And Chromaticalism has forfeit, so the race is over.
Yeah. Shame, too. He tried to swag lord that one. He might have had enough HP to take him.
Yeah, well, I mean, given that we have A spread of 2 hours 7 minutes 34 seconds to 2 hour 18 minutes 55 seconds for the 5 finishes on this race. That is a really, really close spread for a 2+ hour seed.
Indeed.
So you were spot on that prediction. But yes, Chroma has officially forfeit. I do not blame him with this failed run. There was really no point in continuing on since he's the last runner anyway. But he still ran an amazing race. It was just that if anybody got hurt the worst by RNG, it was Chroma.
Yeah, Chroma definitely felt like he was off. He had a good start, but then, yeah, he met up with the police, and they were topside too. They were in the overworld. He just managed to find them a little bit more regularly than DK and yourself, Ness.
Yeah,
So,
Overworld RNG was clearly a big deal, especially for like close to the first hour.
So, any final thoughts before we kick this over? I know on Randomania we've got a tournament match going on right now.
I just wanted to thank you guys for putting on a weekly this week. I love it when we get these going during tournaments, and hopefully we can get another one next week. So thanks a lot.
Absolutely, anytime. In that case, this is Sneaky the Lost. With me in the commentator's booth is Sinister Sama. We've got Kamyon Runokai running this tracker, and of course being restreamed by the SpeedGaming community. Until then, this is Sneaky the Lost, signing off.
Sinister Sama here. Good fight. Good night.